They say you're supposed to dress for the job you want. Isn't this how a trapper's supposed to look? Okay, so it's been a while. We've had a whole lot of stuff happen here. I'll do another video to hopefully catch everybody up. But one of the most unfortunate things that's happened out here is we have had a bobcat come in and just decimate our birds. We're at like 29, 30 birds have been killed by this stupid animal. It just goes in the pen, kills every single one of them, and then leaves. We've tried sitting up, set traps in other locations, just haven't been able to get him. So it's all out war at this point. If you look across the stream over there, I found some tracks. You can probably see, let me just walk over here, so you can probably see where those traps are set right over there. There's one right there, there's one right there, but this little line of sand that you see right here is just a highway. And if you come over here, I don't know if I'll be able to get it from this angle, but that's not a bobcat, that's a coyote. But they are running. There's another one right over there. So I figured this was as good a spot as any to set up, and we're gonna check those traps in the morning. I have one other that I set over here, and it's right at the base of this tree. Sardines are there in the back. I was told that that was good bait, and there was a couple of other spots around here that looked really good to set a trap, but there's a lot of deer tracks in that same trail. I don't want to catch a deer. If we get a deer, we're just going to shoot it and eat it, because that's what you do. But anyway, so that ridge up there is the shoreline of the small pond. I cleared a little spot out up there so that we can look at these traps from up there without having to come down here and mess with them. And hopefully over the next couple of days we'll get him. Let me take you over to the other trap line and I'll show you how we're setting them. Just one more little thing to show you, because I didn't notice it before, but maybe it'll come through on this. You see that big area back there? If you're ever out walking around and you see a big area in the middle of everything that's just smashed down, that's not a giant footprint. That's where deer are bedding. They're safe in this little area right here. I mean, you can pretty much throw a football and get pretty close to the house from here. So just pretty interesting. Let's continue on. So ladder stand that Angie and I found way out in the woods when we were walking. I have no idea how old it was, but we brought it up here. I don't know what we're going to do with it, but it's kind of cool looking. Hey Zoidberg, what are you doing, buddy? Hey Pids, hey Z, what are you guys doing? Huh? What are you guys doing? Give you an example of how we're setting these traps. So we put our bait, in this case one of the dead chickens, in the back, build a little cubby around it, and then in front of it we put one, and in this case two traps. You can't even see them because they're so well camouflaged, but the idea is they come over, get curious, go inside there to see what it is, and boom, they got it. We have another one set up over here. I'll show you. Same principle. We got two traps. Dead duck over there. Zoidberg, you better watch it. You get in this trap, it's gonna be a bad day for you. But there's one of the traps you can see right there. The other one's right there. But we got all these traps set. Going to set more. I'll show you real quick. So this is one of the trails going to the back part of the property. And as you can see, coming from back there on the back 40, you come right up this line, and it takes you right to the barn. And I think that's either this or that spot that I was trapping before is what they're using. So let's go set a couple of traps down there and we'll call it a day. So there we go. This trap is set. That's sitting right there. Cans in the back. Nice. Walk up to it. I just got to tie that off in the back and we are done. Well, that was fairly disappointing. I just finished running the traps, and the only thing we got was a possum. I would have preferred to just leave him alone. They're actually fairly beneficial. They take care of a lot of pests, and as long as they leave the birds alone, I really don't care about them. But this one was in a bad way, so I had to dispatch him and get rid of him. So anyway, traps are reset. We'll check again tomorrow night and see how it goes.
2 days later.
There haven't been many victories in 2020, but last night was dang sure one of them. Let me show you. So last night we had our church small group Christmas party, and at the end of the party, as he was walking out, my good buddy Clay, DJ Red Clay, said, "Hey Matt, did you get that bobcat?" And because he was out here setting the traps with me. And I'm like, "No, man, I haven't got him yet." And he's like, "Well, are you gonna go check the traps tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Let's go make a run." It was like 10:15 or so, and we came around the corner. You see the remains of the trap right there. She was caught in the old leg trap, and got her. So here she is. Not the biggest bobcat in the world, but still a nice specimen. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna string her up right there, and we're gonna skin her out. One, I've never skinned a bobcat before, so this is gonna be new. And two, I've never tanned a hide before, so this is going to be fun as well. But anyway, as much anger and disgust as I had for this animal, what it did to all of my ducks, I just don't believe in just you know, wasting things. So we're not gonna let her go to waste. We're gonna skin her and get a nice pelt out of her and see what we can do with it. So let's get to work.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
And here we go. After too long of a process, because I don't know what I'm doing, we have a nice bobcat pelt. So I'm gonna wash them up, throw in the bag and freeze them, and get the stuff, and we'll go over tanning it later whenever I figure that out. So, but anyway, I don't know how much this pelt is actually worth now. To me, it's worth 31 birds. Hey fellas, y'all feel better? A little safer?